Hello, I'm Tylah Tully, and today I'm joined by Optiscan Imaging CEO and Managing Director Camille Farah. Camille, Optiscan has signed an agreement with Long Grove Pharmaceuticals that will see their fluorescein drug AK-FLUOR used in combination with your imaging technology in clinical studies and trials. What can you tell us about this agreement?
Thanks very much. This is a great agreement for Optiscan and for Long Grove. So essentially what we'll be doing together over the next couple of years is using Long Grove's drug, contrast agent, AK-FLUOR, with our clinical studies and clinical trials, specifically with the surgical device that we're bringing to market, the InVue device. Collecting data so we can basically make FDA submissions for our device in the first instance, and then helping Long Grove to make further FDA applications for their drug for new clinical indications.
So what is AK-FLUOR and how does it work with your imaging systems?
So we manufacture fluorescence-based microscopic imaging systems for use in precision surgery and digital pathology. And for that to work, we require a fluorescent contrast agent. So many imaging procedures require a contrast agent, and we're one of those. So our devices pick up the light signals, essentially, from these fluorescent drugs. With that sort of mechanism, we can basically detect cancer in real time. We can detect a whole myriad of different cells in real time. And therefore, the application of that drug is very important for the utility of our device. So that's AK-FLUOR literally in a nutshell.
As you mentioned, you're aiming for FDA clearance for your InVue surgical device. What are the next milestones to get you there?
So we're about to start a clinical study at the Royal Melbourne Hospital on breast cancer patients undergoing lumpectomy procedures, and we'll be using our InVue device for the first time live, and also with the fluorescent contrast agent. Then we'll be expanding that to other clinical indications for other types of surgeries. Then we'll be moving those studies across to the US to undertake further clinical trials, firstly again in breast, but then we'll be expanding those out. So clinical trials for the next 6 months, most definitely, and then moving to regulatory submissions over the next 12 to 18 months.
And can you tell us more about Long Grove's FDA submissions for its drug candidate?
So obviously we'll collect that clinical data that we'll share across the US jurisdiction in the first instance. As I said, in the first instance, that will help us submit our FDA submissions. They want to broaden the application of their drug to new clinical indications. Breast imaging, for example, is a new indication. But they also want to broaden their application of the drug for new devices. So our device would be considered a new device for them. So, of course, additional commercial opportunities for them, great commercial opportunities for us, and, of course, good regulatory clearances on both sides.
Well, Camille, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
For more ASX news and analysis, subscribe below.